Viewers, you are welcome to another edition of Children's Devotional Time. Children, last week we discussed lessons from David. This morning we are going to share with you lessons from Daniel, and I have Mrs. Benedicta and Ansah. Mama, you are welcome to Children's Devotional Time.
Thank you.
We are going to discuss lessons from Daniel, what we can learn as children from Daniel. Let's recap what we did last week. Last week we learned that David was hardworking, David was skillful, David was kind-hearted, and David feared God. Today we'll take you through another great man in the Bible called Daniel. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have discussion from lessons from Daniel. Viewers, you are welcome back. Our Bible discussion today is from Daniel chapter 1 verse 8. Daniel chapter 1 verse 8 reads, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the chief of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself." Daniel chapter 1 verse 8 reads, "But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's delicacies, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the chief of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself." Children, I know we've all learned about Daniel. We know Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Daniel lived in Jerusalem with his companions, and King Nebuchadnezzar besieged the land in which Daniel and his friends lived in. Now God gave up the king of Jerusalem or Judah at that time, and Nebuchadnezzar was able to take them into captivity. Now when he was going back to the land of Babylon, what happened was that he took some articles in the land of Jerusalem and took along young men who he thought was full of wisdom, were good looking, were handsome, were hardworking, took them along to his land, Babylon. And Daniel and his friends happened to be part of these young ones. When they got to Babylon again, King Nebuchadnezzar again selected children who he thought could serve in his palace. Daniel and his friends again happened to be part of these ones. But the Bible says that Daniel purposed in his heart he would not defile himself. This morning we want to learn great qualities Daniel had. And I have here Mrs. Benedicta to share with you some of the lessons we can draw from Daniel. Mommy, I know Daniel, Michelle, Azariah, and then Azariah, Michelle, Daniel, and Hananiah. They were three companions who were brought from Jerusalem to Babylon. Now, when these boys entered Babylon, the king, I'm sure, realized that there was something unique about them, and so again selected them to be part of the people who can serve in his palace. So he decided to train them for 3 years and also give them good food, great delicacies. Wine that the king was supposed to drink, he wanted to share with them, but these children decided they wouldn't accept it. What quality can we draw from Daniel as children?
I believe that Daniel trusted in his God so much. He believed in his God, and he didn't give up on God because he was brought to Babylon. But he still trusted God and prayed to God all the time. So he knew God could look after him. So we as children are supposed to trust God and know that God is able to keep us and preserve our lives.
So we don't have to compromise.
Exactly.
If we decide not to give in to some of the small temptations our friends bring our way, look, let's copy. When we copy, we'll get 10 over 10. Let's go for a poor. When we go for a poor, we'll by all means get aggregate 1 or whatever. If we decide not to give in, is there something we are going to achieve?
Yes. We see in Daniel's story that he decided that he will not eat the food that was given to the gods. Rather, he will stick to his vegetables and fruits that he usually eats. And we realize that at the end of the day, Daniel and the friends became bigger and stronger and nicer than even those who were eating from the king's table. So that tells you that if you put your confidence in God, you trust God, and you do what God wants you to do, you don't compromise, you don't do the bad things your friends are doing. For instance, in school, you don't go and steal, or you don't go and take a call, as you are saying. If you don't do it and you trust God, God will make you successful. You will make it in life. But when you compromise, then you take the standards of the world.
And you might even fail.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure those friends who decided to take in the king's food, because there were other people who joined them to the land of Babylon. So those who agreed to take in the king's food and whatever, I'm sure they grew leaner.
Exactly.
But Daniel and his friends grew better. So children, the first quality we are learning from Daniel was for the fact that Daniel put his trust in God. He believed that if even he does not compromise and take in those delicacies, the wine, whatever, God will take care of him. So if you do not compromise in school, you are even going to get the best grades. Mama, what other quality can we learn from him?
We see that apart from him trusting God, he was very prayerful. In all that he did, he consulted with God. He sought counsel from God. He didn't just go out of his way to do things. He always went to God in prayer. He was very, very prayerful. And so, if we want to draw lessons from him, we have to also be prayerful. Whatever you are going through, if it's difficult, seek counsel, talk to an older person, ask advice, and then go to God in prayer. Pray to God, and then God himself will help you through all your situations.
Yeah, so children, let me chip in this. I've remembered when Daniel had to convince the guard who was killing the wise men, because Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and the wise men in the land couldn't interpret the dream, and he had asked the guard to kill all the wise men. Daniel decided he would seek counsel and wisdom from God before he allows the guard to take any further step to kill even himself and the other people in the land for failing to interpret it. He believed when he prays, God would make a way. He will give him the dream. And so children, like mommy is saying, let us be prayerful. That's the second quality we are learning from Daniel. We need to be prayerful as children. Whatever decision is before us, pray about it first. Don't just take a step and take any decision at all. Seek counsel also. Like mommy says, seek counsel. Your teachers can give you the right counseling, your Sunday school teachers, and your parents as well. If you don't understand anything, go to your parents. Mommy, I am seeing these changes in my body now. What do I do? What does it mean? Let them counsel you before you take any step in life, so that you don't fail, but you make it. So the second quality we draw from Daniel is the fact that Daniel was prayerful and also sought counsel. Mommy, is there any other quality we can draw from Daniel?
Yes. Daniel was very courageous. The reason why I'm saying this, they were all asked not to pray to any god, but to look at Nathan for 3 weeks. But what did Daniel do? He did what he does all the time. That is, he would go to his room, open his window, face Jerusalem, and then pray. Even though they said don't pray, he just went ahead and did what he does all the time. So it was a habit, it was part of his lifestyle. So as children, we should form the habit of prayer. We should be friends with God, talk to him all the time. Have, like every morning, you pray, you read your Bible. Let it become a habit, so that nothing will stop you from doing what you do all the time. And one other thing I realized about this story of Daniel is that when the people of Babylon realized that he was progressing and decided to look for something wrong with what he does so that he will be killed, they tried and tried, they couldn't find anything against Daniel. But rather, they said that the only thing they can find is between him and his God. They know that if we say don't pray, as for Daniel, he will pray.
Mommy, thank you so much. Children, another lesson we have learned from Daniel was for the fact that Daniel was courageous. Remember last week we learned that David was also a courageous person. It means that if you want to be great, one quality you should have is for the fact that you have to be courageous. Daniel, there was a rule that no one should pray. Daniel said, as for me, I will pray. Maybe in your school, when you decide you won't sing secular songs, all your friends will move away from you. They'll begin to laugh at you. Mommy, some schools are like that too. When they are doing bad things and you say, as for me, I'm a Christian, I won't do it. Then you have no friend. Everybody will desert you. You are alone. Daniel did not care whether you will not have any friend in Babylon or whatever. Whether the king will be angry, he didn't care. He decided, as for him, he will pray. Children, if there's any good habit your parents have taught you at home, whether your parents have taught you not to insult, make sure when you go to school, you do not insult. Don't say it is the order of the day to sing secular songs. Well, if I don't sing it in school, my friends will tell me, as for me, I am colo, I don't know anything. Stand firm, decide that no matter what, you wouldn't do it. So one great quality I am learning from Daniel today is for the fact that Daniel was a courageous young man. I will not do it, King. If even you say you will kill me, then Daniel stood. And another thing Mama was saying that I also love was the fact that develop the habit of communing with your God every day. Have a good relationship with God. Every morning, children, your morning devotion, let it be part of you. Have a small New Testament in your bag. When you get to school, classes has not started, sit down quietly, put your head on your desk, pray a short prayer, read your Bible, and you move on. Daniel had this habit, and so was not ready to break it at all. It was part and parcel of him. So one thing I'm learning from Mommy today is from the fact that I need to develop the habit of praying every day. Mommy, is there any other quality from Daniel?
Yeah. I think that if when you look at even the time Daniel was put in the lion's den and everything, because of the trust that Daniel had for his God, it came to a time when Nebuchadnezzar also trusted God because of Daniel. Because he said, Daniel, it is your God. I know that your God will save you from this thing. So Nebuchadnezzar did not sleep. early in the morning, he woke up to go and check whether Daniel was alive. When he got there, he shouted Daniel. He knew that Daniel was alive and knew that Daniel's God
had saved him.
So when we trust God and we stay with God and we do what God wants us to do, that alone can even bring other people to also love God and serve God.
So we even be role models to our friends. Children, listen, great quality again from Daniel. Daniel was a role model to the king himself. The king knew Daniel loved God to the core, and so his God would by all means save him. I don't know whether your friends know you to be a committed Christian. Mommy, I have this because some of the children, they don't even want their friends to know that they are committed Christians. Because their friends would desert them and say, hey, you are polo. You won't dress like this. You won't do this. You want to take boyfriends, you won't do it. You want to go to disco, you don't want to do it. You want to watch porno, you say you won't do it. What person are you? You see, because our friends will look down on us, we don't even want them to know who we are. But the Bible is saying that Daniel made everybody in the land of Babylon know that he was a child of God. And so the king himself knew Daniel's God would save him. So let us learn to be role models to our other friends in class, in our community. When people see us, they should see Christ in us, and they should learn to put their trust in God because of what we are doing and because of our lifestyle. They should know that I think Sheila was first in class because she feared God and she learned her. Let me also learn to fear God, and I know I can also improve in my academics. I've realized that anytime Sheila is given an assignment, she works hard at it and she does it very well. Let me also do the same as a child, and I know I can improve. Let us be role models to our friends, and God will bless us. Mommy, is there anything you do or your advice to
I think the last thing I'll talk about is the way Daniel distinguished himself. If they say you have distinguished yourself, it means whatever you're doing, you do it and you do it well, so that nobody will get anything to say about it. Yes. And before you can get there, it is practice. Whatever you find your hands to do it and do it well. Then you get to know that I'm good at this. Then you learn more about the thing. Then you become a champion in what it is. So whatever we are doing, let's learn it well and do it well so that we'll be distinguished in it.
Amen. Children, the last thing Mommy is adding is that we should try and distinguish ourselves. You know, a lot of children fear maths and science. But if even you fear maths and you try to learn maths and learn it all the time, I'm sure with time you'll be a scholar in maths, isn't it? So make sure you do everything well. And then I think one thing is also about our giftings. If we see our giftings, our area of giftings as children, and we work hard on it, very soon the whole world will get to know us. You know how to sing. Every time when you go to church, sing. You know how to play the musical instrument. You are not perfect on it, but anytime you get the opportunity, play the instruments. Whatever, you know how to spell. Anytime there's a competition in school, spelling bee competition, maybe you might not be so good, but try and be part of the spelling bee competition. There's athletic competition. You think you can run, not very well, but take part in the athletic competition. Do it continuously, and I'm sure you'll distinguish yourself. Children, we've learned so much from Daniel. We've learned that Daniel distinguished himself. Daniel was God-fearing. Daniel never compromised. That's one thing I love about Daniel. He never compromised. Daniel again was prayerful. Again, Daniel never hid He trusted God, and he made it known to the whole land of Babylon that he loved God. Don't be shy to let your friends know that you are a child of God. Mommy, I am proud to be a child of God. I love it. Wherever you can say I'm a child of God. And you as a child watching should also be proud of that fact. We've not ended yet. When we come back, we have a quiz. Viewers, you are welcome.